Desert Ride from a mile back. Bold Script in front. Desert Ride's getting there and has got up to win it. Desert Ride. A new chapter in the history of Woodbine, the inner turf underway. They go to the wire, neck and neck, bold rally.
The 160th running of the Queen's Plate.
One bad boy and Amy's Platter, stride to stride. One bad boy, never looked better, and has got the Queen's Plate well and truly won. One bad boy.
Welcome to TSN's coverage of the 2019 Prince of Wales.
Tonebroke is coming on to win the 84th running of the Prince of Wales Stakes.
It sets the stage for the final jewel today.
Tonebroke looked beaten, but now is coming for the win. Tonebroke has rallied to win the Breeders' Stakes.
Welcome to Woodbine and the 2019 Rico Woodbine Mile.
They're all across the track and El Tormenta coming through. El Tormenta on the inside in front, and El Tormenta has won the Rico Woodbine Mile. It is Starship Jubilee inside the final furlong. Starship Jubilee a length and a half. Starship Jubilee is the winner.
Welcome to the 2019 Pattison Canadian International.
Desert Encounter's going to repeat. Another Pattison Canadian International Desert Encounter. Grey Phantom on the outside has won it. The 20th win. Pink Lloyd does it in fine style. How good is Pink Lloyd? He's the best. Pink Lloyd has won the Kennedy Road Stakes by a length. Second extravagant. Down to the wire, Kazushi Kimura, who's been the master of the inner turf, is first. It's going to be a Norm McKnight exacta. Another one for the barn of Norm McKnight.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Good luck to everybody.
There it is, guys.
Eurico Rosa da Silva, his final stakes ride is a winning one.
So many great memories from 2019. Reintroduction of the inner turf course at Woodbine Century Mile opening its doors in Alberta. Wow, what a fantastic campaign it was right across Canada. Welcome to the 2019 Sovereign Awards quarantine style. I'm Jason Portwando, and yes, I am 6 feet away from the camera. I know we're a little late. I apologize. I got caught doing my hair, and I got to admit, watching the 7th at Fauner. So we're back on track. Glad to have you with us. We're looking forward to tonight. Hey, nothing is going to rain on our parade. This is the 45th annual presented by the Jockey Club of Canada. Gotta admit, this is history. For the first time ever, this show being broadcast without a live audience. It feels weird. It truly does. You guys look great, by the way. I guess. I mean, I just don't know, but I could just picture Kevin Achard right now, just lounging by the pool with the family. Yeah, looks pretty good. Gail Cox nestled up nicely in her jammies, sitting back, relaxing. Enjoy the broadcast. We're going to have a lot of fun over the next hour and a half, we'll say. Hello to those of you watching on HBI TV Canada and or live streaming via woodbine.com. It's a different time, but hey, we're going to roll with the punches. We're going to do what we have to do as we all come together by staying apart. Huge shout out to our sponsors. We acknowledged you before the broadcast because, hey, a lot of you could have said no, not this year, just because we understand the economic climate, but you said no. We're going to stick by your side. We appreciate that. And hey, that's what we do, right? This is a community. We come together in a time of need. And speaking of this time, you know what? I just thought about this. Who's more fit to get through a time like this than the horse industry people, right? Think about this. We're talking about washing your hands, being clean. We're washing and cleaning and sanitizing buckets and tubs and shanks and halters, bridles, saddles every day, right? They talk about being 2 meters apart. Anybody who's been in a shed row, you look up, you see the hind end of a horse. 2 meters, yeah, at least that. So we're good to go, right? And then you think about the physical distancing out on the racetrack. Let's just rewind the hands of time. Take it back to 1973. If this isn't physical distancing at its best, then I don't know what is. There's a look at the man. Oh yeah, Secretariat, ridden by the good old Canadian Ron Turcotte, winning by Oh yeah, 31 lengths. So this is something we're used to, physical distancing. We have no problems with that. As he just absolutely crushes a field, I can almost guarantee you we're never gonna see that ever again when it comes to the Belmont Stakes. Be very surprised. And by the way, in case you're wondering, 31 lengths translates to 248 feet. You thought that was good? Well, let's forget about the non-stakes horses, or we shouldn't forget about them, I should say, because back in 2014, Fyodor was going 2.25 miles at Mountaineer Park. Check out this finish as we pick up the call with Peter Barry.
About 30 lengths farther back to Thankless from Freud's Vale and Shine Box, but at the top of it, this could win by a furlong, Fyodor. Fyodor's running down to the furlong pole, and how far in front is he? This is the biggest win I've ever seen at Mountaineer. It might be the biggest win I've ever seen anywhere. It might be the biggest win anybody's ever seen anywhere. Fyodor, I don't know what this could be. This could be, what, 40? 50? Let's make it 50 lengths over Kaneko and about 40 lengths back.
That, Peter, is a really good guesstimate because the actual margin of victory was 49 3/4 lengths. And that was impressive. Would you believe just 3 starts later, that exact same horse, Fyodor, came back to win at Mahoning Valley by 46.5 lengths? So yeah, we're good. We're gonna handle this situation absolutely A-okay. And watching those highlights just makes me realize what is just around the corner here in 2020. In fact, 6 days from now, Assiniboia Downs, congratulations to the Manitoba Jockey Club and Company. They will be the first out of the Canadian gates this season. Weather, hopefully, it's going to be great. It looks like it's going to oblige. Hot. Looks like we're going to skip spring once again and go right to summer. So enjoy it as we look forward to 2020. Tonight, obviously, we're looking back at 2019. We're going to commemorate outstanding achievements in both thoroughbred racing, breeding with a splash of media. And you know what? We said, since things are kind of different this year, had a chat with the bosses, the powers that be, if you will, at the Jockey Club of Canada, Candace Dixon, Yvonne Schwabe. We said, you know what? Every year, we're so stingy with the speeches. So we said, this year, let's just change things up. Those of you who win your speeches, go on as long as you want. Take as much time. I know Bob Taylor just got up. Take as much time as you want. Enjoy. You deserve it. It's been just, a tough start to the year, but we are here to pick things up here tonight, and we're looking forward to putting on a really good broadcast. In total, 24 awards will be handed out, a couple of special Sovereign Awards, as we're going to salute both Chuck Fipke as well as Harvey Warner for their contribution, their dedication to the Canadian thoroughbred racing industry. They will get their due, and as I said, every year, I've always said the same thing. Anybody who makes it this far, no losers. Congratulations, you guys are all finalists and have all done a heck of a job making this sport what it was in 2019. So without further ado, let's get things rolling. Our first award of the night is for Outstanding Photograph. The finalists for Outstanding Photograph are Michael Bai, Cyclone Dan, winner of the third race, Jay Gomez Up. Rebecca Brown, Lenny Sichiran, Hastings 2019. Alex Yurosevich, Rico Woodbine Mile. All right, the tension mounts. I've been to so many of these. I have never touched an envelope, but I'm going to right now, and I always see people struggling with this. Now I know why they do. All right, the winner is, should build a momentum here. Well, it says here on the card, there is nothing like breaking your maiden in your first lifetime start. Michael Bai! Congratulations, Michael. It's as easy as that, just one look. That's all it took, because he is actually the second straight first-time winner, following in the footsteps of last year's champ, Santino de Paula. In fact, Bai is the 6th maiden breaker in the last 7 years. Michael wins in his first ever nomination. Congratulations, and that is picture perfect. All right, just like that, 1 down, 23 to go as we continue on with this virtual broadcast of the 2019 Sovereign Awards. Up next, what do we got for you? Written category. It's Outstanding Writing. Here are the finalists for Outstanding Writing. Dave Briggs, Royal Victory for the quintessential small guy. Chris Lohman, Thoroughbred Racing's Beautiful Bond. Haley Morrison, Walcott worry-free after surviving brain tumor. All right, here we go. The winner is, oh, this one says, I like these little notes that somebody left me in here. It says, back up the Briggs truck because this guy is money. Congratulations, the winner is Dave Briggs. That's win number 2 in this category for Briggsy, who also took home the winning honor back in 2014. In case you're wondering, the publication was written inside the Canadian Thoroughbred magazine. So well done, Dave. Congratulations. This will not be his final win in that category. The guy does really good work. Well done to all the nominees. Congratulations, Dave, on that honor. Up next, another media category, this one for audio-visual broadcast. The finalists for digital, audio, visual, and broadcast are Horse Racing Alberta, Canadian Derby Invader, Horse Racing Radio Network, 160th Queen's Plate, Woodbine Entertainment, the 2019 Queen's Plate. All right, 3 very worthy nominees, and of course only one can win. And that one to win is Woodbine Entertainment. Woodbine Entertainment, yeah, that's actually the 5th win overall, but first since 2014, the Queen's Plate show on TSN, hosted by Hall of Famers Brian Williams and Jim Bannon. Also part of the broadcast, Brody Lawson, Lindsay Hamilton, and some guy named Jason Portwando. So way to go, guys. Good stuff there in winning that one. So there is a look at some of the media categories that have been finalized thus far. Up next, it is by far my favorite category. It's a new one. This year it's sponsored once again by OLG. This is for outstanding grooming. This is where I really miss Julie Bell, because Julie is usually here to hand us the envelopes, but just by myself. So Julie, I know you're watching. I miss you. We all miss you because you do a fantastic job. This might be the first one she's ever missed, but this year's recipient, very worthy of it, and I truly mean this. And it's funny, the amount of time I spent on the backside, I never knew his real name. I just called him Fuzzy, like we all did, right? An affectionate name for an affectionate guy. He's worked for some of the top connections over the years here in Canada, top trainers, top owners. Danny Vella comes to mind, Team Stronach comes to mind, and of course, his current conditioner in Mike Doyle. So I guess we'll make it official. We'll open up the envelope and I can let you know that this year's Outstanding Groom, once again presented by OLG. Congratulations to Michael Williams. Originally from Jamaica, Michael came to Canada in the early 1970s. Over 20 years later, that love and passion for horses remains the same. Michael has groomed several champions, including 1994 champion sprinter and champion older horse King Ruckus, and Belmont winner Touch Gold as a 2-year-old. Williams is almost as well known for his big smile and prominent hats as he is for his success as a horseman. Congratulations, Michael, on your 2019 Sovereign Award for Outstanding Groom. Hard workers, I tell you that. All the grooms back there deserve a huge, huge pat on the back because, as we all know, no Monday to Fridays, no 9 to 5s. You work weekends, you work holidays. You do it for the love of the animal. And I tell you what, rightfully so, that he gets that award. Very just because, Michael, congratulations, but still just going to call you Fuzzy. So as much as, the grooms are important, I love to handicap. And sometimes you're good at it, sometimes you're not so good at it. This guy, he deserves what he's going to get here because he had a phenomenal 2019. I'm going to read a quote from him here. He says that you always need to handicap well. To pick good horses to win a contest, you also need to have the right strategy. But along with everything else, everything needs to break just right for you. And that is 100% true. In this case, I was incredibly lucky. And when you hear his story, you're going to know exactly what we mean. So this year's Outstanding Handicapper, this award presented by Woodbine Entertainment. Once again, we know who the winner is, but we're going to make it official. And I'll tell you that it is Paul Sherman. Congratulations, Paul, on the honor. A member of the National Handicapping Championship Hall of Fame, Paul's shrewd handicapping and betting strategy earned him $27,140 in cash, winning the Woodbine Mile Day Tournament. He also cashed in on the 2019 Saratoga Tournament. Additionally, he leads in the NHC ranking system as the #1 tournament player, having qualified 17 times in 21 years, winning in 2011. Congratulations to the pride of Dix Hills, New York, Paul Sherman, the 2019 Outstanding Handicapper. Awesome stuff, Paul. Yes, any handicapper will tell you, as good as he or she is or could be, you need things to unfold in a timely manner. As much as you can predict what's going to happen on the racetrack, obviously racing luck is a huge part of it. Anybody in this game will tell you, from the owners to the trainers to the riders. So good stuff there, Paul. You are the recipient of this year's Handicapper Award. All right, we talked about a couple of special honors being handed out tonight on this Tuesday. This is the first one, and this one is the Special Sovereign Award. It's selected by the Jockey Club of Canada stewards, and it recognizes the significant contribution to the Canadian thoroughbred racing industry. And this guy owned his first horse back in 1983. He got hooked, and as they like to say, the rest is history. This year's recipient of the Special Sovereign Award is a guy that has put a lot of time into this game. And this honor to him is going to feel like, winning $1 million lottery, and rightfully so. Congratulations to Harvey Warner. He is this year's winner for the Special Sovereign Award. And recently, I had a chance to speak with Harvey about the honor. Harvey, first off, congratulations. You've been around this game since 1971, and you get your first ever Sovereign Award. How does it feel?
Well, something I never imagined, but it certainly feels good for the recognition, because it's been a bit of a slug over the years to get through things economically, but you know what, for the little racetrack that could, is what we usually call Assiniboia Downs. It's a credit to everybody here.
Let's go back 26 years, 1994. You were instrumental in, saving racing in Manitoba, the formation of the Manitoba Jockey Club. Talk about back then, how you were able to get to that point and what it has meant to racing now.
Well, I was part of a group that put together that organization, and we were first out of the box in order to convince government to fund racing through VLTs and become a fairly major part of the revenue stream. Horsemen had had a pretty difficult time up until then, so once that was achieved and it was announced, the enthusiasm by the Horsemen's group was, very rewarding for everybody, and we've always made it our motto to put horsemen first, and we've continued to do that over the years, putting the most dollars we can while still staying stable economically, putting those dollars towards our horsemen.
The beauty of this game, we're all just one escape clause away. That's all we need, just one of those in our shed row. I know things will never be perfect, but how are things right now? Are you happy with the state of racing in Manitoba?
Well, the fact is that, we don't know what's ahead, what the meet will look like with no fans. Nobody's ever been through that. But I think, yes, we are very stable. We are in 2021 will be the final year of a 10-year contract. So we'll be talking starting the end of this year for a new contract. We are working with a government that's been very supportive, and so I think there is a lot of optimism that racing will be secure for a period of time.
And we should mention, as we wrap things, for the first time in I don't know how long, Harvey, but Assiniboia Downs, you guys are going to be in that lead-off spot in terms of Canadian thoroughbred racing. You're just 6 days away, so clearly preparation has now given way to anticipation.
Well, that's for sure, and with not much product out there, we're hoping to capitalize on it with a slight change in our schedule. But having said that, we're just happy to be racing again, and with that in mind, wish everybody in Canada good racing, and hopefully they all get up and running this year.
All right, sounds good. Well, the countdown is officially on. Congratulations once again on getting this Special Sovereign Award, and all the best for 2020.
Thank you again to the Jockey Club. Thank you.
What a guy. Humble Harvey. Warner the winner. Take your pick. Very deserving once again of getting that Special Sovereign Award courtesy of the Jockey Club of Canada. All right, so that is just the first portion of the broadcast. We're going to step aside for a quick timeout. As we do so, we want to once again acknowledge all the sponsors who stuck by our side and really helped make tonight possible. When we get back, we'll continue on with some horse categories and some humans as well. Welcome back to the 2019 Sovereign Awards presented by the Jockey Club of Canada, being broadcast on HPI TV Canada and live streaming on woodbine.com. I'm Jason Portwando. It is 8:36 Eastern, 7:36 Central, that's 6:36 Mountain, 5:36 Pacific, right? We are live covering all of the time zones. I know they're saying East, what about us? You're right, hour and a half is it for Newfoundland? I can never remember, but welcome back once again as we get through. You know, it's just a different time. I mean, we are doing what we have to do right now. It's all about social distancing. But again, wait till next year. We're going to have a party to make up for what we're going through right now. And it's not that bad a situation. Could be a lot worse. So we're good. Let's move on. And let's talk about some more awards. And just, 9 days ago, Mother's Day. And where would any one of us be without our moms, right? It's just not possible. So let's right now honor the equine mothers. A finalist in this category just last year, AB's Empire looks to become a 4th straight winner in this award for Ivan Delos. Of the 3 runners last season that she had, all won or placed in black type races, including AB's Flatter. Ron Clarkson's Cumulo Nimble added her name to the history books last year as the dam of Queen's Plate champ One Bad Boy. Her progeny earnings topped $1.1 million. And Anderson Farms' Loving Vindication has become one of Canada's most successful broodmares. Her claim to fame is 2018 Queen's Plate champ and Horse of the Year Wonder Gadot. Last year, her progeny banked nearly $2.2 million. Yes, that was a live read. And the winner of the 2019 Outstanding Broodmare Award is, it's Loving Vindication. Congratulations to the connections with this amazing mom. From her 3 foals race last season, Loving Vindication had a Grade 1 winner in Hard Not to Love, who scored in the La Brea at Santa Anita, and she also captured the Grade 2 Santa Monica, both with Mike Smith in the irons. And hey, when that guy is riding, I mean, nothing bad can happen, right? It's just the way it is. Mike Smith, one of the top riders. Speaking of riders, let's check in on our next category. It is the Learning Riders, this one being sponsored by the Manitoba Jockey Club. The Outstanding Apprentice Jockey finalists are, in the blue and yellow corner, hailing from Bridgetown, Barbados, it's Siobhan Bell. In 2019, he finished 7th on the leaderboard at Assiniboia Downs with 19 wins from 123 rides. One of Siobhan's top mounts, Mr. N, finished 2nd by a head in the RJ Spears and was 3rd in the Manitoba Mile. Representing Kagoshima, Japan, Daisuke Fukumoto is a 2nd-time finalist in this category. He started riding at Woodbine in 2017. Last year, he landed inside the top 10 with 52 wins, totaling just over $1.1 million in earnings. 2019 Eclipse Award winner as Outstanding Apprentice, Kazushi Kimura seeks his 2nd consecutive Sovereign Award in this category. Before his apprenticeship ended in late October, the Japanese rider recorded 117 wins and $3.7 million in purses. He then added another 31 wins as a journeyman, landing 3rd in the Woodbine jockey standings. All right, once again, Outstanding Apprentice Jockey, sponsored by the Manitoba Jockey Club. And we're going to just pop this baby open, and I can let you know that the expected is now reality. The winner is Kazushi Kimura. No surprise, what a 2019 this guy had again. And anytime you get the double honor, it's quite amazing. Both sides of the 49th. He is a 9th rider to repeat in this category here in Canada. The Rising Star is the first since Omar Moreno back in 2009-2010 to do it. And he proved at the end of the year that he can hang with the big boys, continuing his success without the bug. And chances are he is likely going to contend. It's going to be interesting this year. The plot is really going to thicken without that wonder rider, of course, in Eurico Rosa da Silva. Congratulations to Kazushi. All right, next up, we focus in on the older track Male Athlete of the Year.
The finalists for Champion Older Main Track Male are Mr. Ritz.
Mr. Ritz continues to edge along in front. Mr. Ritz by 5 lengths. Now crunch time, the real running begins. Mr. Ritz in front, and Mr. Ritz dancing along, doing the Ritz in front. Mr. Ritz, gate to wire, wins the Seagram Cup.
Pink Lloyd.
Pink Lloyd back in action with a brilliant performance. And Pink Lloyd's third, Jacques Cartier by over a length. Another one for Pink Lloyd, the Greenwood Stakes by a length and a half. And inside the final 16th, the 20th win, Pink Lloyd does it in fine style by 4 lengths.
Special Forces.
And coming up is Special Forces on the outside and is gunning them down. It looks all over. Special Forces is opening up an enormous winning break. Mr. Ritz tackled by Special Forces on the outside. What momentum Special Forces has, enough to take it today.
All right, let's find out which one of the 3 is the winner. Whoa, this is shocking. No, it's not. It's Pink Lloyd. Who else? Of course it is Pink Lloyd. Pink Lloyd getting it done. He is now the 6th two-time winner in this category. Last year, he joined the Millionaires Club, winning all 6 of his starts, including that explosive, emotional score in the Kennedy Road under regular rider Eurico da Silva. The Entourage-owned Bob Tiller-trained star is now 22 of 27 in his career for over $1.3 million. I keep looking to my right, just waiting for Bob Tiller to explode through that door and come on in and give his winning speech. Bob, congratulations. We miss your speech this year, but save it up, just in case he happens to do it again next year. Same category this time. We focus in on the females.
The finalists for Champion Older Main Track Female are Here's Hannah.
Here's Hannah. Amazonian trying to get involved late. Here's Hannah, finds a little more. And here's Hannah to capture the ballerina Sunburst second. As they turn for home, it is Here's Hannah. The Monashee goes to Here's Hannah.
Lift Up.
Lift Up in front. She's the berries on the inside. Luna Garden, Lift Up the winner. And Lift Up is flying. Lift Up, what a slice through the pack. Lift Up has come from last. What a win, Lift Up.
She's the Berries.
She's the Berries coming alive, and she's really coming after Dixie Moon with every stride. And She's the Berries on the outside, and She's the Berries the winner in neck, but She's the Berries mowing them down on the outside. She's the Berries and Red Cabernet to the wire.
By the way, got to give some love to Paul Savalaggio. He's the other voice you're hearing. That's not me trying to change things up. Paul is the regular voice of the Sovereign Awards, and he is with us once again here tonight. All right, so you saw the finalists, and I can let you know that, hey, there's going to be some kind of party tonight on the left coast. The winner is Here's Hannah. All right, way to go, Hannah. She follows in the footsteps of the Manitoba Red Star Escape Clause, so that's back-to-back for out west. Hannah was a head shy, actually, of being perfect 6 for 6 last season for trainer John Morrison and BC Stable. She is now, get this, 12-1-1 in 14 career starts, and she is quickly closing in on $400,000 in her career. So she is a really good one. Good stuff there. Congratulations. Once again, we're heading out west for the older main track female horse of the year. Up next, it's time to pay attention. Who will win Conditioner of the Year? Here are the finalists for Outstanding Trainer. Kevin Attard's coming off a career year which has earned him a 3rd nomination in the trainers category. Last season, Attard won 63 races in Canada, including 9 trips to the infield winner's circle, banking over $2.8 million in purses. His 2019 Sovereign finalists include Starship Jubilee and Amalfi Coast. An unprecedented 11-time winner as top trainer, Mark Casse has dominated Canadian racing over the past decade. In 2019, Casse Racing once again led all trainers in the nation with $5.1 million in earnings from 92 victories and 12 stakes wins. His 2019 Sovereign Award finalists include Muskoka Gold and She's the Berries. For the 3rd consecutive year, Norm McKnight topped the Woodbine Trainers leaderboard, resulting in another Sovereign Award nomination. Last year, McKnight saddled 103 winners from 375 starters for a 27% strike rate. His horses earned over $2.3 million. This included graded stakes placed efforts by Special Relativity and Wyattstown. All right, those are the 3, McKnight, Attard, and Casse. Once again, this is for Outstanding Trainers, sponsored by Ontario Racing. All right, time to crack this baby open. All right, well, He's headed to the U.S. Hall of Fame, and he's headed to another Sovereign Award win as Canadian top trainer. It's Mark Casse. That's a record 9th straight for Team Casse, an unprecedented 11, make that 12 of the last 14 years as top conditioner here in Canada. In fact, dating back to 2005, Roger Atfield is the only other person to win in this trainer division. Wow. The soon-to-be double Hall of Famer excelled south of the 49th too, winning 2/3 of last year's Triple Crown. Obviously talking about War of Will in the Preakness Stakes, plus Sir Winston in the Belmont. And I saw something not all that long ago at Gulfstream Park I thought I'd never see with Casse, because he's often heavily bet, and for obvious reasons, but he had a $900 exactor. A $900 exactor. We may never see that again, ever, with trainer Mark Casse, but congratulations. He has been so good in this category and just continues his dominance. Up next, sponsored by Woodbine Entertainment, it is Turf Male.
The finalists for Champion Male Turf Horse are El Tormenta,
They're all across the track, and El Tormenta coming through. But El Tormenta up the inside, stride to stride. El Tormenta on the inside in front, and El Tormenta has won the Rico Woodbine Mile.
Global Access,
Global Access on the outside. Rinaldi digs in. Good governance and Global Access. Global Access has got it. Global Access has won the Saranac.
Tis a Slam,
And Tis a Slam, gate to wire, wins the Singspiel comfortably as they come to the final 16th, and Tis a Slam with a lot left. And Tis a Slam is going to do it again in fine style. Another Nijinsky Stakes, Tis a Slam.
Good-looking category. Let's find out who the 2019 champion turf male is. The Storm, El Tormenta. Congratulations to the red and gold of Samson Farms. That Woodbine Mile win, easily the biggest of his career, and for trainer Gail Cox, Eurico adds another trophy to the mantle in his last mile try. And would you believe this? First of all, it's a record 3rd win for Samson in that race, but their second $90 winner. Don't forget, Quiet Resolve also ended up getting a victory back in the day, and he returned $91. I don't know if I'm right. I want to say Robert Landry, but I'm not sure, so don't hold me to that, but I'm pretty sure it was Rob Landry in the saddle. So congratulations to El Tormenta and the connections there, Samson Farms winning Male Turf Horse of the Year. Obviously, the component to that is Champion Female Turf Horse of 2019, once again sponsored by Woodbine Entertainment.
The finalists for Champion Female Turf Horse are Amalfi Coast,
Amalfi Coast is a big threat here. Amalfi Coast has run to the front. Amalfi Coast has got a stakes win under the belt. Amalfi Coast, a neck-and-neck battle to the wire. And as they go to the wire, Amalfi Coast has hung on to win at a neck.
Holy Helena,
Holy Helena gradually coming. Holy Helena gradually gets the lead. And Holy Helena in front. Starship Jubilee out of almost. And on Queen's Plate Day, how appropriate. Holy Helena by a length in the Dan Smartly.
Starship Jubilee,
Off their race. Had a good start in the center. Starship Jubilee came well ahead of the others as they broke. It is Starship Jubilee inside the final furlong. Starship Jubilee a length and a half. Durant and Platan trying desperately, but Starship Jubilee is the winner.
The answer is right here in my hands. Once again, Champion Female Turf Horse sponsored by Woodbine Entertainment. Somewhat appropriate, you saw her wearing saddlecloth number 3 because this, I do believe, makes it the natural hat trick, Starship Jubilee. Not a surprise, as the champ of this category once again was a paltry, just a $16,000 claim. Can't forget about that, it's amazing. Blue Heaven Farms, now the owner of this amazing mare. Kevin Attar, the trainer, and you know what? She's proving that not only does she love her job, she is getting better with age, because already starting 2020 with a bang, she's 3 for 3. She's the first horse to win, 3 of those Sunshine Millions in Florida. Heck, she loves Gulfstream Park, so this is like Gulfstream Park North for her. She also won the Hillsborough at Tampa Bay, and she also won the Sewanee River as well at Gulfstream Park. So very deserving of that honor. Congratulations once again to Team Blue Heaven, Kevin Attard with Starship Jubilee. Up next, we focus in on outstanding breeders, and this one is sponsored by Earl Mack. The finalists for Outstanding Breeder are a nominee in 2018. Chiefswood Stable Limited enjoyed another solid campaign last year. The operation tallied 42 wins, banking over $2.8 million in purses. Chiefswood was represented by 12 stakes horses, most notably Tis a Slam, who was a multiple graded stakes winner. A 9-time champ in this category, Samson Farm had a strong 2019, winning 44 races, earning over $3.2 million. Samson was represented by 7 stakes horses, led by El Tormenta, who captured the Grade 1 Rico Woodbine Mile. This is the 4th consecutive nomination in this category for defending champion Tall Oaks Farm. Last year, Tall Oaks bred horses won 44 races for over $3 million. The farm had 9 stake stars. Topping that list, Channel Maker, who captured the Grade 1 Man o' War. Very important award. This is all about the pulse of racing, right? Without breeders, there is no racing. So tip your hat to all 3 finalists, Chiefswood, Tall Oaks, as well as Samson Farms, on jobs well done. And the winner for 2019 is Samson Farms. Well, Samson Farms does it again. This is their first win, though, since 2013-2014. El Tormenta is actually a 5th-generation homebred. That was their headliner. Honorable mentions going out to Desert Ride and Cleopatra's Strike. With this win, Samson now hits double digits in the breeders' category. If I remember correctly, only Team Stronach, I'm pretty sure, has more with 12. So congratulations once again going out to Samson Farms as outstanding breeders of 2019. Up next, we have our first juvenile joust.
The finalists for champion 2-year-old male are Dotted Line.
But Dotted Line has hit the front. Dotted Line has won the Frost King. And out in front, Dotted Line. And Dotted Line, exclamation mark, I'd say. Dotted Line by 2 lengths.
Mr. Hustle.
And they're off to a good start in the centre for Mr. Hustle. And Mr. Hustle doing the hustle wins about 4 lengths at the wire. Here they come again with Mr. Hustle. But down the lane, and Mr. Hustle wins the Victoria Stakes handsomely.
Muskoka Gold.
As they turn in the cup and saucer, Muskoka Gold in front, trying desperately. Please call me back. Muskoka Gold on the inside. Muskoka Gold and Jerome Lemid has got this one won. The cup and saucer to Muskoka Gold.
God love the 2-year-olds. If I had my way, I'd have a barn full of babies. And yeah, we know they can be frustrating at times, but it's just, you know, the expectations, the what could be's with these 2-year-olds. Interesting category, by the way, because Mr. Hustle had it early, then kind of middle to late, it was more about Muskoka Gold. We saw that win on the grass. And then the final say late in the year was Dotted Line. So yeah, this is kind of intriguing as to what the voters decided. Well, the voters have spoken, and when you're this good, it's only appropriate they call you Mr. It's Mr. Hustle. Yes, it's hard to argue with perfection, right? 3 for 3 under Rafael Hernandez, winning on both polytrack and turf. Those 3 victories, by the way, by a combined 12 lengths. One start this season didn't work out in the Cutler Bay at Gulfstream Park. Last check, Roger Atfield had this one prepping at Payson Park for owner Bill Warner. So chances are Roger, who's off to a nice little start in 2020 at Gulfstream Park in Florida, will gravitate north and see if he can just keep that success going here at Woodbine. Congratulations to the camp with Mr. Hustle. Up next, 2-year-old filly honors.
The finalists for champion 2-year-old female are Curlin's Voyage.
It's Curlin's Voyage coming on to win. Curlin's Voyage by 4 lengths. Curlin's Voyage and Mevier, neither will give an inch. Curlin's Voyage just in front. Mevier fighting back as they hit the wire. Curlin's Voyage narrowly, I believe, from Mevier.
Infinite Patience.
A turn for home in the Sadie Diamond. It is Infinite Patience. She has opened up by 5, by 6, by 7. He's under a hand ride. No challengers today. Infinite Patience wins it handily.
Owlette.
Owlette pushed along for the first time by a length though. Wake Up Maggie still trying desperately, but Owlette has still lots left and has certainly got it won. Owlette coming on to score yet again. Another stakes victory for Owlette. Scores by 2 lengths.
Another tough category with 3 solid 2-year-old fillies doing battle. And the 2019 Sovereign Award for 2-year-old filly goes to Curlin's Voyage. Ended the year with a bang, winning the Lassie recording that career high by her of 83. In fact, she missed the board only once in 6 starts, banking just over $200,000 for trainer Josie Carroll, owners Hillendale Equine Holders Inc., Windsor Boys Racing, and she is already back on track, prepping for 2020. So congratulations, Curlin's Voyage. Job well done, everybody, helping keep that 2-year-old together. It's not easy sometimes, right? Buck shins and all these other things can happen with these babies, but job well done. Good stuff there. Congratulations to the camp with Curlin's Voyage. Up next, Outstanding Jockey. This award presented by Samson Farms. Here are the finalists for Outstanding Jockey. A 6-time winner in this category, Eurico Rosa da Silva is a finalist once again following his recent retirement. In 2019, he captured 19 stakes, including the Grade 1 Rico Woodbine Mile aboard Sovereign Award finalist El Tormenta. The Brazilian-born da Silva was also the regular rider of 2017 Horse of the Year and multiple Sovereign Award champion Pink Lloyd. In 4 short years, Puerto Rico-born Rafael Hernandez has quickly become one of Woodbine's leading riders. In 2019, he picked up his 2nd consecutive runner-up finish in the standings. Rafael won 164 races, including 12 stakes, with purse earnings amounting to more than $5.5 million. Among his accomplishments, Hernandez captured the Breeder Stakes aboard Tonebroke. An 8-time winner in the Outstanding Jockey category, Patrick Husbands demonstrated resiliency and determination with 84 wins in 2019, following a serious setback the year prior. Patrick outpaced all Woodbine riders, winning a stellar 21 stakes races, 9 of which were graded. Among those victories is 2019 Sovereign Award finalist and graded stakes winner, Mr. Ritz, who hoisted the Seagram Cup. Love the diversity of that jockey colony, and the finalists Barbados, Puerto Rico, Brazil. The 2019 Outstanding Jockey Award, once again presented by Samson Farms. Well, he's going out on top as the winning name remains the same on that trophy. It is Eurico da Silva. Well, the Brazilian is out in front again, and they're not going to get him today. The first rider to take home the Sovereign Award in 5 consecutive seasons. Patrick Husbands, Todd Cable both pulled it off 4 times back in the day, the old 4-peat. Da Silva, by the way, ups his winning total to 7. That's 1 back of Patrick Husbands, who holds the overall title with 8. I can all but guarantee you he won't win next year. But who knows? Maybe he comes back. Maybe he surprises us. From what I see, he's enjoying his new career as being, with the mental coach he's doing, and the mental aspect of any sport is so key. So the fact that he is doing that now as a mind coach, helping out athletes mentally, it's very, very important. We're all supporting you, and all the jockeys are happy to see that you're no longer here because you're just too tough. So we're going to miss hearing that. Good luck to everybody, but congratulations once again to Eurico da Silva, the 2019 Sovereign Award winner for Outstanding Jockey. All right, let's sprint, shall we?
The finalists for Champion Male Sprinter are Pink Lloyd.
And Pink Lloyd goes on to a 21st win. The gift that just keeps on giving. Pink Lloyd has got them on the outside. Pink Lloyd back in action in front. How good is Pink Lloyd? He's the best. Pink Lloyd has won the Kennedy Road Stakes by a length.
Silent Poet.
Silent Poet's run clear. Silent Poet chased home by Curlin's Honor out wide. Silent Poet in front, and Silent Poet showing no signs of stopping. And Silent Poet wins the Play the King Stakes, hands down.
Yorkton.
And it's Yorkton in front. They turn in the Bold Venture, and Yorkton by a length. As they come down the lane, Pink Lloyd threading through, Yorkton in front. I Karen Road, and then came Pink Lloyd, but Yorkton, the defending champion, holds on to win it.
All right, who is the 2019 champion male sprinter of the year? All he does is win, 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 no matter what. Pink Lloyd, one more time. He is the champion sprinter. First horse to record 3 straight in this category, an unblemished 6 for 6 last season, and already gearing up for his 8-year-old campaign. Saw a nice little half-mile move last Saturday. Simply put, one of the best Ontario breds ever. And you know, looking at that Kennedy Road race, it was amazing. I remember it like it was last night. Eureka was in a whole heap of trouble. I'm thinking, how's he going to get out of this, you know, jackpot? And he just simply took him back to last, circled the field, and, you know, he did what champions do, win. He is just an amazing athlete. And the best part about Pink Lloyd, got him right here in our own backyard. And I'm pretty sure that's where he's going to stay for Entourage Stable and trainer Bob Tiller. And of course, that man named De Silva. All right, what about sprinting for the ladies? That's up next.
The finalists for champion female sprinter are Amalfi Coast.
And out wide as Amalfi Coast is the big threat. Amalfi Coast gobbling up the lead. Amalfi Coast burns home, grabs them, and Amalfi Coast has won the Bessarabian by 2.5.
Here's Hannah.
Here's Hannah pops ahead in front. Exhilarating and good luck to you. Here's Hannah to win it by 2.5. Here's Hannah. Good luck to you. Here's Hannah goes gates to wire, wins it by 3.
Sister Peacock.
Sister Peacock really controlled this race from the outset and has never looked back. And a dominant performance on the front end. And Sister Peacock in the William D. Graham Memorial gives them a galloping lesson. Sister Peacock just so easily.
Summer Sunday.
Summer Sunday on the inside, narrowly in front, and now brushing off the challenge. Scotty's Model a length away in second, then Silent Sonnet. But Strolling and Summer Sunday, a very solid win in the Belay Summer Sunday too.
Tough category. How tough? Well, as you saw there, we've got 4 horses battling it out for champion female sprinter of the year when it comes to 2019. And the winner is, congratulations, Summer Sunday is the winner. Nice bounce back campaign after just 2 starts in 2018 for conditioner Stuart Simon and the Scots, Anne and William J. In fact, the 6 starts last season were actually more than the first 2 years combined for this filly. Ironically enough, both of her graded stakes wins in 2019, yes, came on a Sunday, and one was even in the summertime, so appropriately named Summer Sunday. Jesse Campbell, another one of those great riders we had here that is no longer riding here, and big part of that one's success. All right, up next, the guys and gals that paid the bills. It is Outstanding Owner, this one sponsored by the HBPA of Ontario. The finalists for Outstanding Owner are Chiefswood Stable Limited is seeking the three-peat after a season which saw them win 31 times, including 5 stakes. The stable led all Woodbine owners in purse earnings with $2.3 million and a 20% win rate. Stable stars included Tizza Slam and Yorkton. An 11-time winner of this category, Samson Farm had a sensational 2019, winning 5 stakes races, collecting purses just over $2 million. Samson's sovereign finalists are their homebred El Tormenta and Desert Ride. Stronach Stables is a 9-time winner of the Outstanding Owner Award. In 2019, Team Stronach won 24 races in Canada, collecting $1.9 million. Stable stars include Holy Helena and Silent Poet. All right, the owner is obviously very instrumental as well in this game. Once again, sponsored by the HBPA of Ontario. Guess who is adding to its own record? Congratulations, it is Samson Farms. So yes, indeed, that makes it a dozen for the red and gold. No one has done it better in this category. Last year, they sent out the Oaks and Wonderwear champ in Desert Ride, plus surprise mile winner El Tormenta. In total, Samson racked up 5 stake scores in 2019, and it's Not a surprise just to see those colors once again represented in that infield winner's circle of the red and white, regardless of who's doing the play calling. Just seems to be success. And once again, it was last year for Samson Farms. Earlier tonight, we gave out a special Sovereign Award to Harvey Warner for his commitment, his dedication to Canadian thoroughbred racing. Time to stroll once again. We'll pick up the wide shot. And this time we're going to talk about the E.P. Taylor Award of Merit. Now, this one is selected by the Jockey Club of Canada's stewards. And the E.P. Taylor Award of Merit honors those who have accomplished outstanding individual achievements and have been ones just make significant contributions as well to the sport of Canadian thoroughbred racing here in Canada. And this guy, you know what, if he needed to, he could very easily find one of those diamonds in the rough. After all, he is a geologist, right? But he likes to breed his own. And it's something special about when you breed your own horse, you watch them raise, you know, from day one, and you get to see them develop and turn them into fantastic race horses. It makes it that much more special. So congratulations to this year's winner, Charles E. Fipke. And this guy, you know what, I tell you what, he's had success on both sides of the border. So him being recognized here in Canada is that much more special for him. Bittersweet, we'll say, because after all, he does reside here north of the border. Not all that long ago, Charles and I had a chance to speak about the honor. Now, Chuck, I know you've been a multiple Sovereign Award winner as an owner and a breeder, but this is on a different level. Congratulations. And you know what? You've done a lot for this game, and now it's being acknowledged.
Well, I've just, you know, just work away at things, and sometimes they come out. You know, usually if you try your best at things and work hard at them, you're well rewarded. You know, and
Nicely put.
It's a great honor. It's a great honor to be a Sovereign Award winner, especially in Canada, and you know, E.P. Taylor was kind of an idol, and
yeah.
You know, we bred Northern Dancer, and what can you say? He's the best stallion that ever lived. So anyway, great honor. Thank you.
It's good. Yep, good stuff, good stuff. So let's go all the way back to your days in high school where you owned your very first horse. Fast forward to today, you know, you've been around the game for 40 odd years, Chuck. All these accomplishments, are you surprised at what you've been able to do over the years?
Oh yeah, I never visualized, hey, that, you know, well, that horse that you meant, you know, when I was going to high school, I bought it from my neighbor. Hey, it had been an exhibition park racehorse, and it hadn't raced for a few years, and I put it in a race myself and rode it. Hey, but I didn't realize I'd have to compete against all the jockeys from Exhibition Park that were on their way up to the ride in the Calgary Stampede, and they stopped at Princeton Racing Days where I was racing, and I actually I figured for sure I was going to win, hey, like because he was so fast, hey, and
right.
You know, we started off and they got about 100-foot lead on, and the first thing I thought is, watch me close this gap, and the gap got bigger and bigger and bigger, and we came dead last, and it was I just wasn't prepared to come last, so it was just devastating. Hey, and I had told the guy that drove the horse down to Princeton Racing Days, who had a horse trailer, that I'd pay for the transport out of the winnings. And he says, well, how am I going to get paid? Well, I said, well, you'll have to get us back, because there's no chance if you don't get us back, you'll get if you don't get us back, you won't get paid. So,
well, here's the irony. The irony now is that you finished last, but since then you've had a bunch of firsts. Can you put your finger on maybe one that's been the biggest highlight thus far of your career?
Well, you know, we just the other it was not last year. I think it was the year before. We had a Unbridled Forever, hey, and she's a filly that we bred ourselves, hey, and well, I bought the mother, hey. She won the Kentucky Oaks, hey, and but she got the Eclipse Award, hey. She's basically she won the Breeders' Cup Dispatch, hey, and we also had another one trained by Roger, hey, Roger Atfield, hey, who trained at Woodbine actually, and she won the Breeders' Cup Turf. Perfect Shirelle, out of a stallion that I had bred, and also a mare that I had bred too. So it's kind of good. It's a lot more challenging to actually breed a Breeders' Cup winner than it is to just go out and buy it. Hey, and so that's what I do. I try and breed them and have more of a challenge, but it's a double challenge because
no doubt. No, speaking of breeding, we should mention amidst this whole COVID-19 pandemic, great gesture on your part, helping out the small breeders. I know they've helped you out as well, but you're waiving the fees for 2020 with all of your stallions. Talk about that decision.
Well, I love the small breeders, because I'm basically a small breeder myself, and it's hard to make ends meet. It's really, really tough, and to compete against these stallions that breed over 200 mares, and they seem to get all the breeding rights. Just recently, just today, I noticed that they've now limited to stallions to 140, which is going to be a lot better for the small breeder. And so, if a small breeder, hey, wins a Group 1 race, breeding to one of my stallions, I'll just love it. Hey, I'll be watching every move the horse makes, and I just love the small breeders to be successful.
A championship owner, a championship breeder, and now a champion in terms of the EP Taylor Award of Merit. Congratulations, all the best for 2020, and good to talk with you.
Oh, thank you so much. Okay.
That is awesome stuff. We started that interview and I said, do you prefer Charles or Chuck? He said, well, my good friends call me Chuck, so you can call me Charles. Thanks, Mr. Fipke. Great stuff there. Congratulations. An award that's not given out every year. I know we've had it the last couple of years, but congratulations once again to Chuck as he wins that EP Taylor Award of Merit. Up next, right here in my hand, it's time to talk about the sophomores.
The finalists for Champion 3-year-old male are Explode.
Explode on the outside, Journeyman on the inside. They will hit the wire. Journeyman to hang it on Explode. Explode in deep stretch. 5-star General. Explode on the outside. They hit the wire.
Global Access.
Global Access got the jump, got away by a length and a half, and Global Access trying to hang on. Global Access holding, and Global Access in the Marine Stakes, a nice win. Global Access, a terrific stretch drive, has got it won in the Ontario Derby by a length.
Tone Broke.
Now Tone Broke out in the middle is up to challenge them, and Tone Broke is coming on to win the 84th running of the Prince of Wales Stakes.
Tone Broke's coming. Tone Broke looked beaten, but now is coming for the win. Tone Broke has rallied to win the Breeders' Stakes.
Good category for the reason that nobody really dominated. Usually it's a slam dunk for the Queen's Plate winner, but you know what? It was kind of a year that the ball kind of moved around in terms of champion 3-year-old male. And the ball lands in the court of Global Access. Congratulations. All right, well, there's certainly no sophomore jinx for this guy. 1 for 3 as a juvenile. Last season, the Colt captured 4 of 9, securing 3 grade 3s, including, yes, the Saranac at Saratoga. In fact, in those 9 starts, he missed the board only once, banking over $337,000 for owner Live Oak Plantation and trainer Michael Trombetta. Congratulations once again to the connections with Global Access. Now we get the female component to this 3-year-old equation.
The finalists for champion 3-year-old female are Amalfi Coast.
Amalfi Coast coming home well down the outside for the first time, looks a winning chance and has grabbed them all and racing clear with blinkers on, looks like a completely new horse. Amalfi Coast dashing on to a big win. Amalfi Coast by 4.5 lengths.
Desert Ride.
Bold Script got the upper hand in the Woodbine Oaks. Desert Ride finishing late. Bold Script in front. Desert Ride's getting there and has got up to win it. Desert Ride. Desert Ride bounds through, and Desert Ride will come away, wins the Wonderwear by a 1/2 length.
Hidden Grace.
Hidden Grace trying to stay tough for Cumberbatch. Raider is second, and second only. Hidden Grace wins the CTHS Sales Stakes.
Undefeated, she is the champion. Hidden Grace will take it.
Champions are made in that championship 3-year-old campaign, as they say, and I'm not sure why I stuck this one so tight, but I did. The winner is Desert Ride. Another one for the red and gold. Congratulations, Samson Farms, as her filly captured 2/3 of the Triple Tiara, winning the Oaks and the Wonderwear. Her four wins actually were at 3 different tracks: Woodbine, Keeneland, and Fairgrounds. Daughter of Candy Ride already started her 4-year-old season for trainer Neil Howard with a decent 6th in the Tom Benson Memorial in Louisiana at the Fairgrounds. But it's one thing to win, but to move around as much as she did, different surfaces, and still find a way to produce. Desert Ride, very, very worthy of that championship honor. We're doing all right time-wise, 9:17 Eastern, which means we're 6:17 Pacific. You know about the other ones in the middle, so this is flowing nicely. We got one more. It's the big one. So I'm going to stroll on over again, once again, and pick up the envelope, and we're going to talk about, I'm going to grab 2 of them actually. We're going to talk about the finalists for Horse of the Year, and we have 3 finalists. All right. So, the finalists for Horse of the Year are as follows. First up, in the red and gold corner, he is the champion of the 2019 Eureka Woodbine Mile. His name is El Tormenta, which translates, by the way, in Spanish, it's the storm. Meanwhile, in the blue and yellow corner, we got a guy who didn't lose at all last year, Pink Lloyd. This guy is just a phenomenal, amazing equine athlete. And then we have a lady taking on the boys in Starship Jubilee, and she's already off to a banging start here in 2020. So, you know, that's the beauty of our sport. A lot of the times, men, women, if they get together, it's a huge deal because it just doesn't happen. Happens all the time, both on the equine level and the human level when it comes to horse racing. That's just one of the beauties of our game. So, it's a big one that everybody wants to win, but only one of the 3 can win. So, here we go. Drum roll, please. The 2019 Horse of the Year in Canada is...
As they turn home, they're all left in the classy wake of Starship Jubilee.
Starship Jubilee rockets to the front. Starship Jubilee is going to win the Canadian Stakes with even more of an impressive display. Starship Jubilee's rocketed up on the outside to hit the front. Starship Jubilee is the winner.
Wow, that's all I've got to say. Girl power personified again. Wonder Godot in 2018, and then this year, obviously looking back at last year at Starship Jubilee. We hopefully have him on the line from Blue Heavens Farm. Adam Korndorf, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Thank you.
Hey, Adam, congratulations. Hey, this is huge. Your first ever Sovereign Award for Horse of the Year. How does it feel?
Yeah, it feels amazing. This is our first horse we've had in Canada, so good to be 1 for 1. But yeah, first just want to thank, obviously, you for this wonderful production and everyone who voted for us in the Jockey Club. It's just an incredible incredible feeling. And, obviously have to give, all the credit to two people, to Kevin Attard, our great trainer, great friend, just done wonders with this filly. And then also my mom, Bonnie Baskin, who gave us had the confidence in us to buy this mare and to give it a go. So it's just been an incredible ride. It's been one in a million.
I'm a true believer in destiny. What is meant to be will be. You look at the way you got this mare. She was a $425,000 RNA at the November breeding stock sale at Keeneland. You didn't get her, right away, but eventually you got her. Were you expecting this type of success from her?
No, I mean, you'd be a fool to say you anticipated this. Yeah, I remember we saw her, during the sale, before the sale, and just kind of one thing, something got in the way, and we didn't end up getting a chance to try to buy her through the sale. But then I kind of followed up with the consignor afterward, and I remember being really nervous to hear if she was still available, and she was, and it ended up working out. And shortly thereafter, got on the phone with Kevin, and just kind of, at that point we were, the plan was for her as a broodmare prospect, but talked to Kevin, and he felt like she still had plenty left in the tank, and really thought that the best could be yet to come. And then last year we just had an unbelievable year. It's just brought so much joy to my family. At some of her races, we've had 4 generations there, including my 5-year-old daughter and my 99-year-old grandfather. So these are just producing memories that my family will have for the rest of our lives.
Wow, amazing stuff. Now you go from that 2018, missing out on her in the sale. Eventually you get her that amazing 2019. Fast forward to 2020. I mean, she raised the bar so high. I mean, what could she possibly do for an encore? But then look at this year already. The grade 3 win in the Hillsboro at Tampa, the grade 2 Sewanee River, the Sunshine Millions. What's up for the rest of 2020, and just how good can she still be?
Yeah, it was a similar conversation after the sale that we had near the end of this year, where, we just, debating whether we should hang it up or keep going. And, it's just so hard to go a lifetime trying to find a horse like this. And obviously, most importantly, Kevin said she was sound and she was happy and enjoying what she was doing. So we thought, let's just kind of take it slow, and kind of went back to Gulfstream and had some success in 2 races there, and then at Tampa. And she's getting a little break now, but we're planning on coming back to Woodbine here, I believe, later this week. And we're hoping to have a big year at Woodbine. And obviously in this sport you got to aim high. And I'd say right now our goal is the Breeders' Cup. We think that obviously there are a tremendous number of incredible turf fillies out there, but we'll take our shot against anyone right now. So we're hoping to get going. We're thrilled to see that racing was going to be starting up again at Woodbine, and we're hoping to have a wonderful year there that hopefully culminates at Keeneland in November.
Well, congratulations. Obviously, clearly she's still enjoying her job, and who knows what the rest of 2020 has to offer in terms of what she can do out on the racetrack. So enjoy the ride, enjoy this win here tonight, and thanks for coming on the show.
Yeah, thanks so much. Have a great night. Appreciate it.
All right, there he is, Adam Korndorf, part of Blue Heaven Farm and part of an amazing mare named Starship Jubilee. Congratulations to everybody involved. Not just Kevin, not just the ownership, but obviously, the rider, the exercise riders, the grooms, hot walkers, everybody. It is a collective team effort, and one that could never be possible without the horses. So we salute all the equine athletes. We salute all the finalists here tonight. We hope that you enjoyed the broadcast. I know things are a little bit different. Don't worry. We promise to make up for it next year with a smashing affair when we can all get together by getting together and not staying apart. Got a ton of people to thank. Candace Dixon, Yvonne Schwabe, and the rest of the crew with the Jockey Club of Canada. All of you watching on HPI TV as well as live streaming on woodbine.com. And of course, get home safely, right? Of all years, you should be able to do that as this year. I just climb up the stairs and go to bed. But got to thank Paul Savalaggio for voicing, Rob Platts directing, Tammy Galander's up there, audio, Tolman Monroe as well. Tolman's always doing all the technical aspects, it feels. Brandon Kaiser putting all this together. Jason Vanderzee as well. So Andre Paquette, there's just a whole team that put this together. And all the shooters out there, all the footage. So you know what? This is an award-winning crew. This is our home. Only thing missing right there is Jeff Pratt. He should be here. We will be back very soon. And once again, racing just 6 days away here in Canada. Go get him, Assiniboia Downs. You are leading the way for this entire nation. We'll get through this. We will. And stronger together. As the CEO of Woodbine Entertainment, Jim Lawson, always says, we're going to live by that motto. So thank you as always to the company. I'm Jason Portwando on behalf of all of us. Hopefully you've enjoyed the broadcast as talked about. Best of luck in 2020. And there's just one thing missing, right? And we are going to miss him and his voice this year.
Good luck to everybody. Good luck to everybody. Good luck to everybody. Good luck to everybody. Have fun and good luck to everybody.